What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Simon here from My Crypto Paradise. Let's take a look on Bitcoin. We have Bitcoin right now. We are looking at a 1 day time frame. Alright, so that means that one single candle represents the trading activity in 1 day. Alright, so earlier this week, yesterday, we had a nice jump up to the upside. In ParadiseFamilyVIP, we actually post a trade around here. Alright, it went up. We thought it gonna hit the 0.618 Fibonacci level, because that was a really important level, and I still think in the near future it's gonna test it one more time before another leg down. Alright, but it went up only for around 1.4% profit. I think we had take profit over here. It was first take profit. The signal is here. Alright, so we always update our Paradise Family VIP members in our Telegram VIP channel, and as you can see, it was a scalp long. We was like targeting the 0.618 Fibonacci level, but it hit only first sell target. This is really important, ladies and gentlemen. The most important thing in trading is the proper risk reward strategy, and to have proper stop loss and take profits. Alright, so we did 8.7% profit, which is not bad. Alright, we locked the profit, we put stop loss to break even, and the price dropped down. Alright, right now we are trading at $9,041. $41, and someone can ask, how did we know that it's gonna pump up, and why do I still think that it's gonna hit this area? It can be like 9,300 to 9,400. It's because of the funding and premium. Alright, this is basically funding and premium index you are seeing over here, and as you can see, the funding and premium have been going negative. Alright, you can see it been going negative for a long time. This is 4 hour time frame, so one candle represents 4 hour for our trading activity. Alright, and if there is like the funding and premium have been, if it's like going negative for a long period of time, like large positions, alright, from whales, I mean like positions with $1,000 alright, they are paying the fee for holding the long position, right? So the short position, I mean, so that's something they don't want to pay, right? So they are closing their position, and usually what happens is something like this candle over here, right? There is a wick to the upside to liquidate all other traders, and then there is like some sell-off which is happening right now. Let's get back to our daily time frame. What is going price do next? Alright, so as you can see on this chart, this is the most important thing is this red area over here. Alright, for a long time, for a long period of time, it acted like a support zone. Alright, this level at 9,100 to 9,300 acted like a support. Alright, support area. You can see these kind of wicks. Alright, it can happen, but most of the times the price was holding above this zone. Alright, it was support zone. Right now it turned to resistance zone, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because we had this support zone active until the daily candle closes below this zone. Alright, which happened over here. As you can see, it happened just over here. There was a full day candle closed below this zone, which is very important zone, and naturally the support zone turned into resistance zone. Alright, so This is something to have an eye on, because right now the price of the chart of Bitcoin is getting more bearish, right? This is important. This is important area. It's not only like for a long period of time, like accumulation area, all right, but it's also 0.786 Fibonacci level, all right, which is most important Fibonacci level, together with 0.618 Fibonacci, alright, which I'm gonna talk further later about. Right now we can anticipate that with this bearish sign, the price will continue to go bearish, and probably we will test the 0.618 Fibonacci level, which is around $7,900. All right, this is very strong support area. As you can see right here, when there was like huge sell-off, there was like huge sell orders. You can see it. You can see it on the volume over here. There was like a huge sell-off candle, alright. There was a lot of whales who were selling their bags in Bitcoin and shorting. But this Fibonacci level, $7,900, it was actually like, it stopped the sell-off, alright, for some time, alright. As you can see, then it continued to go down, alright, further. But the important thing is that it has strength, okay? This support zone has strength. So what we can now represent as, because we closed below the Fibonacci level, because this is very important Fibonacci level, we can now anticipate that we're gonna test this support zone next. All right, what is going to happen next, we don't know yet. We need to watch the market. All right. In Paradise Family, in Paradise Team, we are 4 traders and we are watching the market non-stop. This is something what single person cannot basically do, alright? So this is why you have us for this. This is for bearish scenario, alright? If this going to be like if it's going to be trading below the resistance zone over here, it will test this strong support zone next. But what can also happen is that we will recover, we will touch the 0.618 Fibonacci level on 4-hour time frame, which is at here at 9,400. And what can potentially happen if we overcome this this resistance and we close daily candle above this resistance, we can naturally say that the price going to continue to the upside next. All right, so this is something to watch out. And you cannot just trade based on the daily candles. All right, this is for midterm prediction. All right, how you can trade successfully is by the lower time frames, because on the lower time frames you can much more easily suspect the signs of weakness or bullishness much more earlier, and you are able to react much more faster. And this is something what we are doing with our Paradise Family VIPs. Yeah. So basically, right now we are pretty much bearish. What can also happen is that we will have a strong bullish move to the upside. It can be also only a wick upside. Wicks are these kind of candles you see. This is like wicks, all right. So for some traders who are not that advanced, I will just always try to explain properly what I'm talking about. So these kind of sticks are wicks, all right. This is called wicks. So what we have like here the moving average, 50 moving average, also acting as a resistance. So together with our Fibonacci level, this is like strong suggestion that we are going down. All right. What can happen? We can recover and go to the upside as well. This is something what is need to be watched. Let's look at the volume. All right. you can see that the volume is decreasing, like for many days already. The volume is going lower and lower, so there is not much action. As you can see, this is something like this kind of accumulation, all right, or distribution, we don't know yet. It was just so low movement, all right. There was no movement at all. So what naturally will come next is that we will break this channel. Okay, we will break this line to the upside. So what we are suspecting right now, in the near future, we will have a huge move, and we are ready with our Paradise team to trade it, and we will update our Paradise Family VIPs about our trades with take profits, with stop loss, and with the best entry possible. All right, this is not just about Bitcoin, because on Bitcoin there is going to happen a big move very soon, but it's important because we are not only trading leverage trading Bitcoin, we are also trading altcoins. So the volume on Bitcoin is pretty much very crucial to have an eye, like always, all the time, because when we will have a huge volume on Bitcoin, there's gonna be like volatile move to the upside or to the downside. It will affect the altcoin market, all right, because most of the time what happens when the Bitcoin doing some kind of like crazy movement, the altcoin market is bleeding, and it's bleeding bad, all right. Right now I switch to our Bitcoin dominance chart, which is very important to have an eye, like always, 24/7, if you're actively trading altcoins on Binance or on Bittrex, whatever altcoins, all right. So right now, as you can see right here, at the current situation, there is happening something what happened earlier at January, all right. We broke this line, we broke this support line to the downside, then we tested. Alright, there was some wicks above this line, but we wasn't able to close a 3 daily candle above it. Alright, that means we naturally went downside and test this support. Alright, this is very important support. It's been supporting this Bitcoin dominance chart for a lot of days, a lot of months, alright. So what happened over here was that when the Bitcoin dominance price is dropping, alright, the altcoins are raising to the upside, alright. So when Bitcoin dominance is dropping, altcoins are gaining on volume, most of them, alright. There is also always like some altcoins which are shits, alright, so they are dropping even when the altcoin market is way bullish for some altcoin to be dropped. But you know yourself the best, there is like good altcoins and there is bad altcoins, right? In Paradise Family VIP with our Paradise team, we are always trying to trade only the strongest ones, all right, so we can make great gains. What happened next? We was recovering from this support, all right. We almost touched this resistance line, but we went down, alright, and we started forming this new trend line. As you can see over here, we were making higher lows, alright. This is higher lows, higher low after higher low, and what is happening at the current situation, we also, like we did in January, we broke this support line and we already closed the 3 daily candle below it, and it wasn't just one, it's 1, 2, 3 candles already, alright. So this is what's suggesting us that for a mid-term period the altcoin market is going to be bullish, and potentially we are going down to this support zone to test it again, alright. After that, after we test this support zone, two options can happen. We can drop below it, alright. We can break this support zone and drop below it, and we will extend this support line, and there is going to be next support for Bitcoin dominance chart, alright. Or what can happen, the second option is that we will we will respect this support zone, and we will go up to test the resistance line over here, and that is going to be bearish for altcoins. All right, so always it's important, if you are actively trading, if you are active trader on altcoin market, to have an eye on the Bitcoin dominance chart. Right now it's getting it's looking good for midterm period of time for altcoins, all right, because of this chart. But as we talked about, the volume on Bitcoin is getting lower and lower, so we can naturally say there is going to be a huge move in next few days or weeks. All right, so something to keep an eye on. And we decreased, like personally we decreased our altcoins position size, just to be safe, you know. We closed most of them in profit. So we were like, during this time, guys, this was very good time for trading altcoins, you know, because Bitcoin was pretty much trading in the zone like for many weeks, you know. So this was just crazy good the times for altcoin trading, because when Bitcoin is stable like this and trading sideways, you know, the altcoins have space to breathe, you know, and to gain. There is always good situation when Bitcoin is like lazy or boring, you can say. There is always good not to be stuck only with one coin, which in this case can be Bitcoin. But when Bitcoin is like boring, and this was not tradable, right? Unless you are not trading with 10x or more leverage. Alright, so for midterm traders this was like hilarious, because midterm traders who are like trading with 2x leverage, 3x leverage, they were getting wrecked. Like it was going up, you know, there was signs of bullishness, so they closed their trades and they go short. Alright, there was short, but you know, and then it just go back to the center, right? So this wasn't time to trade Bitcoin, this was time for trading altcoins. All right, so this was pretty good time, and potentially the volume can get higher in next few days or weeks, and the altcoins can bleed a little bit, so something to be aware of for sure. Alright guys, this is all for today. Click the notification button, click the subscribe button, and get ready, because we are going to launch videos every day. See you guys, have a nice day, bye bye.